Hi, I'm Heyzeus, and this video is going to look at CSGO's criminal history, the murky past of a booming game, and how it changed things forever. Sponsored by CS Money, more about them at the end of the video. Now, CSGO is a game that's breaking player records at breakneck speed. Seriously, every weekend these days it feels like we're getting a new record, and every one of those weekends Don Heyzeus beats me to the punch about tweeting about the bloody thing. But weirdly enough, despite all these new players, despite the complete renaissance the game is enjoying, a lot of YouTube channels that cover CSGO are shadows of their former selves. They've lost a lot of traffic over the years, and on Twitch, sure, the game is going through a bit of a renaissance there at the moment as well. I mean, even Pokemon is getting into it.
Where did you plant it, cat or long? Huh? He asked where you plant. I didn't get that.
But again, a lot of the big streamers who were once involved with CSGO aren't the sort of force that they used to be. It's a very changed landscape, and in some respects, it's almost like the community is rebuilding itself after a Adpocalypse. Look back at it, and it almost feels like CSGO has been going through a mini dark age, and a big part of this is to do with the YouTube algorithm. The CSGO content is being deprioritized, it's not being promoted on the platform like it used to be because it's seen as unsafe for advertisers, and YouTube throttles content like that these days. But there's a unique aspect of CSGO's history that really hasn't helped with that. You see, CSGO is a game with a criminal history, a history that's attracted all kinds of drifters and ne'er-do-wells who were just in it to make money and left devastation in their wake as they left. And this has had consequences that the game is still living with, even today. And what better place to start than the walking train of consequences himself, James Phantom Lord Vargo. Now, this guy is a pariah who's hounded on every social media platform he's on. I mean, let's just have a quick look at the response in his comment sections on his videos these days. First of all, by the way, likes and dislikes are disabled. Not a good sign, but the comments tell it all. I mean, you got percent, dude, you're dead, just delete your channel. Percent, I thought this was a revival of the player, not the gambler loser. Wait, this guy's still doing case opening? That's a bit pathetic. He's so fake now, it's crazy. Percent. You get the idea. He's not the most popular chap on the internet. But once upon a time, he was a big deal. I mean, he once had 80,000 people watching him stream CSGO. 80,000. We'll get back to this in a second. You see, James was not an endemic CSGO content creator. He was actually a League of Legends personality, a big one, who branched out into CSGO. And there was a very specific reason he was interested, and I'll let someone who knew the guy personally explain what happened.
But the thing that was always clear about it for me was that he was very much like a moth to the flame when it came to money and attention. Like, you could see that he was willing to go to lengths other streamers wouldn't go to in order to get that level of fame and notoriety. So when this skins gambling stuff took off, it was kind of sad to see him go down that rabbit hole, honestly, because I think he was a very talented entertainer.
Yeah, you see, the reason James was drawn so deeply into CSGO was because there was an opportunity to print money by running a CSGO skins casino. His site was called CSGO Shuffle, and from what I've heard, it made about $4 million over its lifetime, and apparently James screwed his business partners, so he probably kept the lion's share of that. And in the process, he brought a lot of eyeballs to CSGO. I mean, he's got CSGO videos with over 3 million views on his channel. He had those 80,000 simultaneous Twitch viewers that we mentioned earlier, but here's the thing. Those viewers were primarily watching him for gambling content. It had nothing to do with the game itself. It didn't really even have that much to do with skins. That they were just a medium to gamble with. And most of you probably know how this story ends. Phantom Lord was covering up his own ownership stake in CSGO Shuffle, and it got exposed. It got exposed that he was also rigging pots on the site. He didn't show an ounce of remorse. Instead, he's now suing Twitch for $35 million for banning his channel.
My case is looking towards 35 million plus in damages, and that's like minimum.
But the point is, he was essentially a vagrant who added nothing of real value to CSGO. He came in to make money at everyone else's expense, brought in a lot of casual viewers in the process who weren't interested in CSGO either way, and who went away as soon as the gambling stuff died down, and left a really nasty shit stain on CSGO's reputation in the process, and that's another thing we will need to come back to. Now, not everyone who took gambling sponsorships was just in it for the money. There were a lot of endemic CSGO creators for whom it meant, they could make a fortune while doing something they loved, and a lot of them are still making CSGO content to this very day because they like the game. But the problem CSGO ran into was that there were also a bunch of people who really did just come in for the money and left a trail of destruction behind them. And the logical person to discuss here is T Martin, but given he's been discussed to death, I want to focus on someone slightly less well known, Skin Freak. Now, if you were to look on Skin Freak's YouTube page today, you would find a bunch of videos about how to get free V-Bucks, but once upon a time, it was radically different. Actually, no, it was exactly the same. Basically, swap out all the references to Fortnite with CSGO, and all the references to V-Bucks with CSGO skins, and you essentially have Skin Freak's old CSGO content in a nutshell. But that's not all that he did. No, Skin Freak was a man of many talents. For example, he decided he was going to make a fake unboxing video and got publicly roasted for it, and then he decided he was going to steal some content off McSkillet and got publicly roasted for it.
Just unsubscribe to this dude right now. Unsubscribe to fucking Skin Freak. This guy is an absolute disgrace, and I can't believe what he did today he actually thought he'd be able to get away with and that no one would notice.
And he also made the world's shittiest trade-up guides. I'd show them, but sadly they're not available anymore, which is a pity because they were fucking awful. But you can spot a bit of a pattern here. Basically, it was a mix of content falsely promising free skins, fake stuff, and outright stolen stuff, and it didn't earn him much love in the broader community. Let's have a look at what Matt CS had to say about the guy.
As you can see, if you go to his video list and click on not most recent but most popular, you can see all the videos listed there, and it's basically only videos that are called how to get free skins in CSGO. And obviously this is a fucking horrible thing to do. It's been going on YouTube for a really long time, and I think it's just a scummy thing to do because the only one who is getting a free knife is the maker of the video because of all the referrals.
Well, it seems like he has the same complaints as me, but he also gives some very interesting insight into how Skin Freak built up his following in the first place.
So I'm going to take you guys a little bit back in time when Sparkles made his 1 out of 10 trade-ups for his Dragon Lore thing. So basically what happened there is Skin Freak donated like 10 M4A1 as knights to Sparkles to make a video about him trying trade-ups for his Dragon Lore. And of course there's been more value going around to Sparkles to pay him for his promotion, because Sparkles basically just promoted Skin Freak a fuck ton, and that's why he got a huge increase of his following amount.
So basically, Skin Freak's growth strategy revolved around going up to people who are actually able to make content people want to watch on its own merits, so people like Sparkles, and giving them some skins in return for publicity. And Sparkles wasn't the only example of Skin Freak doing this. There were actually a lot of them, and it worked. But it doesn't exactly speak to a love of CSGO. It's a lot more like someone buying themselves some attention, making a quick buck, then moving on to the next hustle, which in this case was Fortnite. And it might be a long time behind us at this point, but as I was talking about earlier with Phantom Lord, it's left a nasty shit stain behind. You see, in the 5 years or so since CSGO skins gambling really got going, things like the Adpocalypse have sent shockwaves through YouTube. The platform is now actively sorting through its content, looking for stuff that isn't advertiser friendly, and suppressing it, literally preventing people from seeing it. And with so much dodgy shit going on with CSGO, it's little wonder the game started getting caught up in this. A quick example, I made some parody how to get a free knife videos designed to mock how to get free skins videos. They were instantly demonetized, denied on review, denied on a second review. Now, I can't really blame YouTube for that. These how to get free skins videos are invariably misleading clickbait that generally entices people to gamble, but these sorts of videos have actually created a broader problem for CSGO. You see, the word free will invariably get you demonetized on YouTube, because on this platform, free typically means scam, and the algorithm knows that, so it actively demonetizes this stuff and suppresses it. It makes it harder for people to find it. But the algorithm goes further than this. It actively looks for any words associated with free, and guess what? There's a lot of videos out there with the title, How to Get Free CSGO Skins. Some of them sketchier than others, but this has led to the algorithm associating CSGO and skins with free. So now anyone making videos with those keywords are having problems getting their videos monetized, and even if they can get their videos monetized, the content is still typically throttled by YouTube to some extent. It's not sent out as widely as it used to be, and this has caused CSGO as a whole to decline on YouTube. And of course, it's broader than just these how to get free skins videos. CSGO gambling has also led to the same issues. We've seen words like cases get caught in the net by YouTube, a broader problem for anyone making case unboxing videos. But the net result is that CSGO content creators, even ones who've never made gambling content, even ones that are 100% focused on gameplay, are being hurt by the algorithm changes. And this is part of the reason the game is growing at breakneck speeds, but CSGO content creators on YouTube haven't really been growing with it. Skin gambling was a huge success for CSGO, at least at first, but ultimately, it proved to be a poison chalice, and the game might be thriving now, but it's currently thriving with a permanent handicap. It's a game with a criminal record, and as far as YouTube is concerned, I don't think that record is ever going away. By the way, what do you think about all this, Chairman G?
女士们、先生们，大家好。
Yeah, sorry, I forgot to do it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, and a big thank you to CS Money for sponsoring this channel. If you're looking to support my channel, make sure you use the referral link in the description. CS Money is a marketplace for buying, selling, and exchanging skins all in one website. It's almost 4 years old, and it's the biggest marketplace of its kind in the world. Not only can you buy and sell and exchange your skins, but you can also preview them in the skin builder, a really cool feature, and look them up on the wiki where there's lots of useful information. And the last two things are both free. They're there for the benefit of the community, not just for the benefit of CS Money. Anyone can come in and use them. And there's a huge range of items available to buy or trade for on the site. You can get what you want, when you want, and you can get it quickly, and you can get it with a 25% deposit bonus if you top up your balance on the site. And there's also 24/7 support available for any issues you might find. So again, referral link is in the description. Make sure you check CS Money out. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.